I'm here to speak about positioning yourself as a business and as an entrepreneur to physically cut the cake, to position yourself not to just take a piece of what every other corporate out there hands you. So it's about change, it's about physical and personal challenge and breaking different barriers. Our journey started when my family was attacked in 2010, where my sister was kidnapped from home, taken into the location, raped and left there. Her son at the time was 2 years old and she was 3 months pregnant. Now through this, my background is not to build applications. I'm an entrepreneur, and through this I really wanted to get over this traumatic event that our family went through. So I spent around a year trying to find ways how you can limit the trauma that a person goes through. How can you stop a crime from escalating from a robbery to rape, from a robbery to murder? Or in the event of, in my sister's case, a little boy was hurt quite badly during the attack. How can you get rapid response in the event of crime or the event of any type of emergency? And how can you alert somebody that you need help when you're 2 years old and you can't speak for yourself yet, or you can't read and write, or you're in a car accident and you can't connect to somebody because you're physically unable to connect to somebody? And how do you then connect with people that you know is going to come and help you? Now, in my sister's case, I was on a conference in Johannesburg at the time, so she physically sent out a lot of please call me. My number was the only number that she knew. And so she was left about 30 kilometers from our home. And so it was just this real battle to get help, to alert somebody that there's a breaking in the house. And I'm sure that a lot of you have had either family or friends that has gone through some sort of traumatic event in our country. So it comes back to, when you build something like this, you need to have a global impact. You need to have a vision that is unstoppable, that will break barriers, that will connect to your security system, that connect to emergency services, that connect to, if you, for instance, one of the products we have is, if your ATM or your bank card is stolen, that you can physically, just by the press of a button, just stop your bank card, because it's traumatic to lose your bank card. It's traumatic if you go through an event like that. So one of the things for example, if your card is lost or stolen, is you need to phone an operator. You need to tell them who you are. You can't even remember your name. So we've done a lot of research through my sister's attack, and all 4 of the attackers were caught. And a lot of research has been done in the way people act and react in crime and in emergency situations. Coming back to vision, you've got to have a vision that is truly unstoppable. It doesn't matter how many people say no to you. You've got to position yourself strategically that the no's does not matter to you, that you are there to go and make an impact. And you need to determine the impact that you're going to make is going to be life-saving. It must have the integrity to change someone's life. So coming back to my title, working in a corporate environment for 15 years, you end up where people tell you how to service your customers, how to react you need to dress a certain way, walk a certain way, do what they say you need to do, and that doesn't change us. There's no room left for any innovation, for real change. So we started this company called Rapid Response. Currently in the market, we've got Rapid Emergency Response. That service, that alert, is physically connected to ER24, to all the Mediclinics in South Africa, and we will roll it out further. Now, your rapid attack is in the event of crime, and you can utilize different technologies. And what I want to speak to you about strategically positioning yourself is not to go and reinvent the wheel, is to utilize existing technologies. like, for instance, an NFC tag by just taking your phone, and 9 out of 10 kids out there has got a smartphone. I've sold cell phones for 15 years. So 9 out of 10 kids has got a smartphone with technology that you physically just tap an NFC sticker or an NFC tag, near field communication tag, and it alerts somebody. It tells somebody, I'm in trouble, this is where I'm in trouble, this is the help that I need, and then it alerts your family, it alerts ER24. If it's an accident, it will alert the nearest hospital as well. It's all about rapid response in your traumatic situation. And whether it's just somebody stealing your ATM, or you've been through a car accident, or you've physically been attacked, every event is traumatic. It's painful. My family's been attacked in 2010. It's 5 years. It's 5 years, and my sister's is able now to go and work for the first time. So what I would like to achieve with this is the recovery time you need to go through in the event of crime or an emergency. We're also launching I'm very passionate about children, an application called Rapido. It's an anti-bully and a child safety campaign. And this is for kids that will walk with a tag like this, and if they are being bullied, they just physically touch their phone. It goes directly to a trauma line, and that somebody on the other side will answer the call and say, how can I help you? What can I do for you? Instead of embarrassing that the little child, or even embarrassing the bully. There's a different way of doing things. And that's what I want to mention about strategically positioning yourself. Just moving on. Okay, so being an entrepreneur is probably one of the toughest journeys you can go through. After all the awards and all the nice to have, it's pretty tough behind closed doors. You need to make a decision. You need to accept the responsibility. You need to respond. You need to respond to the need. You need to put yourself in a place where the people around you can expect a better outcome. So my journey so far for the past 2 years initially has gone out in knocking on every big corporate store and saying, hey, we've got this incredible product. We're going to change people's lives. We're going to save people's lives. And so many people said, great idea, but no thanks. And so a lot of those corporate customers or corporate guys went out there and they just built something sort of similar. And I decided the way I look at a no is I need to change my focus. The more no's I get, the stronger the resistance is built up to launch me into higher heights. And that's my approach to every no out there. My new approach to a no from any of the people that doesn't want to help us create a safer community is that one of them, as an example, one of the networks I've said to us, listen, you are just simply too low in our value chain. So I emailed the person a week later and said, look, I want to learn from you. Please give me the opportunity to learn from you. So I drove to Joburg every 6 weeks for 30 minutes to learn from that person, to understand where I need to physically fit in order for your company to see my company of value. So I understand that the top priority for networks or mobile companies is that they need to be connected. They need to have signal. So I decided to find a way to plug in before they receive signal. So now all of them is embracing the product. So strategically positioning yourself that you get to a place where these people invite you to their offices. It's much easier when you're there on the invitation than saying you're sharing some sort of idea. Just want to share a quick video with you.
The Rapid Response application enables a user in crisis to send a simultaneous alert to medical services, neighbors or loved ones. It was developed by Marlize Holtzhausen and Gerrit Klutter with the intention to shorten the turnaround time for emergency response.
Her Rapid Response cell phone app won the internationally renowned 2014 Google Fest pitching competition.
We all need a hero, unafraid of what they'll cause.
So just coming back to cutting the cake, positioning yourself and enabling yourself to go and make a real impact on your terms. I've got a quote that I would like to share with you. In a race between a lion and a deer, many a times the deer wins because the deer runs for life and the lion runs for food. So have purpose and let every no out there just push you into higher heights. Thank you.